Hey guys, and welcome. So this is going to be the final video in my modern shaving gear mini video series that I've been doing. And in today's video I'm going to be shaving fully with a new cartridge razor. This is the Gillette Fusion something. I can't remember. It's their new one. It has like the little flex ball head and all their new grace whatever on there. I'm not really sure. But anyway, this is like their Gillette's newest cartridge razor out there. And I'm going to be using this Edge Sensitive Skin Shaving Gel. So this is going to be my entire shave. I never thought I'd be making this video here on my channel, but I'm going to be using this modern shaving gel and this modern cartridge razor for the entire shave. So this whole video series, like you guys know from my previous videos, was really inspired by me being caught a couple weeks ago. I was out of town, I couldn't get safety razor blades. I did have a nice shaving soap and a brush with me, so I used that, but I had to pick up a cartridge razor. And I shaved with it, and the results were actually not too bad. I used really good technique, the techniques I've learned in wet shaving, a 3-pass shave, light pressure, starting with the grain, then I do my cross grain passes, and using that technique with a cartridge razor, I actually got a pretty good result. So that kind of made me start thinking, if I was using these new shaving techniques that I've learned, but using modern shaving equipment, could I actually get a decent shave with it? So that's what inspired this whole video series. The first video was me shaving once again with a cartridge razor and using a modern shaving soap and brush. Got a decent shave from that, a little bit of irritation on my neck. And the second video series was using a safety razor with some modern shaving creams and gels, stuff out of a can. I used the Barbasol and Edge. From that video I learned that the Edge was actually better. I felt like these both had a good amount of cushion to them, but I felt like the Edge was slicker. So in trying to get the best shave possible for today, I'm going to be going strictly with the Edge. I did learn with this stuff, wet your face a lot, only use a little bit of the product, make sure your face make sure it's nice and wet, and add in more water if you need to. It really ups the slickness of this shaving product. So today's video is like the ultimate version of both of these, using all of this modern shaving gear. Cartridge razor with this shave gel. So it's been a little while, sorry, making this video series. I've been not really looking forward to this video, to be truthfully honest with you guys. I hope I can make this work, I really do. But just knowing, because these didn't perform quite as well as a shaving soap. My traditional shaving soap. This cartridge razor didn't perform quite as well as a safety razor for me. So I think combining this together for a full shave, I'm a little apprehensive about the results of this. I'm going to try my best. I really want this to work. Using my good technique that I've learned, I'd like to get a good result. But we'll see how it goes. All right, let's go ahead here and get started. Just got out of the shower, facial hair is nice, cleaned out, hydrated, ready to go. I have 2 days of facial hair growth right now. I'm going to take some hot tap water here in my sink and add it to my face. Alright, I'm going to go to the Edge. I'm just going to put a little bit here in my hand. I want to cover my whole face with this amount. I really like spending time when I'm using a shaving brush working it into my skin. Since I'm not using a shaving brush, I'm just going to do that here with my hand, really work it into my beard there. I think it could take a little bit more. I'm really not using too much here at all. Alright, I'm going to work in a little bit more water, hopefully increase the slickness here. Alright, it's not a rich, beautiful lather that I'm used to using, like with a brush. I'm going to go with this. I think this is the best that I can do. Alright. Here goes the cartridge razor. I'm still going to use a little bit of alum here on my hand. Recommend you guys have an alum block here. You just rub your fingers, wet fingers on the top of the block. Really increases your grip on your shaving gear. Alright, first pass, very light pressure with the grain. Go ahead here and get started. It's going pretty well so far. Very light pressure. Just sticking with the grain. I can feel the 5 blades on this really grab onto the my beard when I'm going over it. This is a trouble area for me on both sides of my neck. Very, very light pressure. Alright, now here, due to the direction of my facial hair growth, it kind of grows this way. So if I'm going in this direction, it's mostly against the grain. Here, if I go up, it's a little bit more with the grain. It's just hard for me to shave in that direction itself because of a little divot here in my neck. Alright, first pass down. That went pretty well. Not gonna kid you guys. Took off a lot of hair. My face actually feels pretty smooth. Not a ton of slickness from that shaving gel on my face, but still some slickness there. That went a lot better than I expected. That took off a lot of hair. I mean, in a pinch, if you need to do like a 1-pass shave just to get cleaned up, I wouldn't be too unhappy with this. This is actually pretty decent. Huh. Alright, back to the shaving gel here. Don't have to use as much second time around just because it's the facial hair is off, at least most of it is. So my face is nice and wet to help increase the slickness like I mentioned. So I'm keeping this slick, keeping it thin on here. I noticed that when I made this really thick, it clogged up the razor with my safety razor. So I'm keeping this nice and thin. There you go, just a nice little layer there. Plenty of wetness. All right, cross grain pass this direction, light pressure. I want to reiterate first pass there, I really use light pressure, just very light, keeping on the skin, not pushing down. If you push down, I think this could be a problem, but with light pressure, it went pretty well. Super light pressure on my neck. After my first pass on my neck, I always on both sides just go down. Just one little pesky hair there. There we go. Alright, second pass. I'm a little bit impressed. I don't think this is up there with a safety razor shave at all, but This is doing much better than I expected. I'm a little bit shocked right now. Alright, feels good. Well, I'm glad I'm getting a good shave. I mean, when it comes down to it, I just want to get a comfortable shave. Alright, reapplying here. That is, I think this is a little bit too thick. I don't want it to look like that. So I'm just adding in water to help dilute it. There we go. Alright, third pass, cross grade in this direction. Light pressure. I'll go over my neck a little bit more. Want to avoid doing too many passes here. Ooh, that grabbed a little bit. I just want to show you guys how light of pressure I'm using. This thing, I hope you can see how light I'm holding it in my hand. It's literally, I'm holding at its center of gravity here, 3 fingers. Well, I had 4 on there for stabilization, maybe 5. But anyway, I'm really holding it with these 3 fingers. These are just stabilizing it. And it's just skimming over top of my skin. Right there where it pulled, I pushed a little bit to try to get these hairs. I'm barely touching this razor on my skin. Alright. Alright, so there we are. After my 3 formal passes, I do with all my shaves. This is feeling pretty dang good. Is this a super close shave? No, absolutely not. Did I get away without irritation? Maybe a little bit right over here, but overall, this is actually feels pretty good. Like I said, it's a little rough. I think you guys can hear the hair there rubbing. You can hear that too. And a little bit up here, I think I could clean up a little bit on my mustache area. Light pressure, I'm just skimming. This does have a little cleanup blade on the back. It's kind of a nice feature. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that because I'm happy with where it's at right now. I don't want to get irritation. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get cleaned up. Alright, so that was my full shave with modern shaving gear, including the cartridge razor and this edge. This is made by Schick. This is their sensitive skin shave gel. My shave today, really pretty good actually. I mean, it's not a fantastic shave. It's not incredibly close, but it's pretty close. I'll give it that. And irritation, I pulled a little bit right there. I think that I'll have a little bit of irritation there, but overall, that was actually a comfortable shave. I did not know how this shave was going to go. I'm actually pretty happy with how this shave went. I don't think that these products are ideal to be shaving with, and I don't think it's them that led me to get a great shave. I really believe that using these tools with correct technique is what gave me a good shave. The technique is key. I don't think that men in the US are currently being educated on how to shave. You just don't, grab a razor and just start going, which I think is what most people do. There's a technique to it. Face preparation, you need to shave in a certain orientation, you need to use light pressure. There, I really focus on light pressure. That was so key. This one area that pulled, I pushed down a little bit this razor and it pulled right away. I think that most people are used to pushing down because you can just shave right through. Most people, when they watch my videos, some of my friends and family, like, wait, you shave your face 3 times in one shave? I'm like, no, it's a 3-pass shave. People are like, what? I just go over my face once. I have terrible ingrown hairs all over my neck, but I just shave 1 time. And that's exactly my point, is that I don't think people are using correct technique. Light pressure is so essential. And sticking, for me, I have very sensitive skin. That's why I came to using a safety razor in the first place. I want to get irritation-free shave. So going against the grain just is not a possibility for me. My skin hates that, even after all these years of wet shaving. So that's why I do my 3-pass shave. First pass with the grain, second pass cross grain one direction, third pass cross grain another direction, then a little bit of cleanup if I need to. And that combined with light pressure, that technique really gave me a pretty good shave with this cartridge razor and shave gel. I'm actually pretty impressed. This feels good here on my face. It's a fairly close shave. It's not grossly still intact, my beard here, but I can feel a little bit here, but it's actually fairly close, and I don't think I'm going to have much irritation, maybe a little bit right here, but overall that felt great. So I am happy to say that using the techniques that we know as wet shavers, you can get a great shave with these products. Now comes a very important part in the video. Do I recommend shaving with these products? And my answer has got to be no. Can these be used for a good shave? Yes, they can. But should we be using this? In my opinion, no. And here's the first reason. I'm going to start with the razor. This thing's expensive. This was like $10 at the grocery store for me. It came with a handle and 1 blade. To replace these blades for a 4-pack is $18. That's $4.50 per cartridge head. And I think that's a ridiculous sum to pay. If you wanted to spend $18 on safety razor blades, you could get anywhere from 100 to 200 blades, which could easily last you a year or 2. I think that shaving with these is not ideal. Having the 5 blades in there, I think you have to be very careful, like I was with this razor. So if you are prone to irritation, that you don't get irritation. And overall, economically, these just do not make sense. I think that's why a lot of companies out there like Harry's and Dollar Shave Club are so popular, because people are tired of paying the prices for these cartridge razors. And that's what also brings a lot of people to wet shaving. My Record 34C, I love this razor. Well, it's like a $30 razor, replacement blades in there. I can get a 100-pack for $10 or $20, and that can easily last a year or 2. The deal on this is a return on your income. If you're coming to wet shaving purely to save money, you're going to have a huge return on your investment long term. And these are just beautiful. It's a beautiful razor. It's got great weight. I've had this for years now, and it looks just as good as the day I got it. So that's first of all, these razors, I don't think these are ideal to get a great shave with, and I think that economically it's a big rip-off. The second thing is this shaving gel. Did I get it to work? Yes. Did I have to tweak it and be careful with like the water ratio in here? Absolutely. And I think you need to be aware of that and know how to use this to make it work well for you. When I was trying this for the first time, I kept it really thick, like a thick lather on my skin, and it really did not work well. You need to thin it out, get a good water content in there to get the slickness that you need. Overall, the ingredients in here I don't think are good for your skin. Starts off with water and palmitic acid, then triethanolamide, sunflower seed oil, I'll give them that, glyceride, okay, but isopentane, sorbitol, stearic acid, isobutene, PVP, fragrance, perfume, PEG 90M, owl leaf, I'll get that, and blue 1. Overall, these are just not great ingredients to have on your skin daily. And I think that there's much better shaving products out there that just have such better ingredient lists. Let me see, yeah. So here's one. This is from L&L Grooming. It's this amazing Bison tallow shaving soap, and the ingredients in here are amazing. This is just one example I had sitting here. I didn't pick this one out specifically. Stearic acid, water, potassium hydroxide to saponify to make this into a soap, avocado oil, vegetable glycerin, bison tallow, mango seed butter, castor oil, fragrance, sodium hydroxide, that's another saponification agent, lanolin, bentonite clay, seed buckthorn fruit extract, white willow bark extract, grapeseed extract, and phenoxyethanol, that's a little bit of an additive to help stabilize one of the fatty acids in here. Anyway, the ingredient list is incredible. This makes your skin feel amazing when you're done with it. And I'll tell you right now, my skin after using this edge, it feels very dried out. I can just already feel it here without even touching my face. It just feels a little bit tight, and it just feels like there's no hydration in my skin, which I think overall shows that this is a drying agent. It's just not something I'd want to have on my skin every day. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish up this shave. For today's post-shave, I'm going to be using Fine Aftershave Snake Bite. This is an unscented aftershave with lots of menthol in there. Alright, that menthol always makes me blink, so forgive me because for the rest of this video I'm probably going to be blinking a little bit. And then for today's Aftershave Balm, I'm going with the Soap Commander Integrity. Once again, unscented. And this has a little bit of menthol in it too. I'm going unscented because I'm going to be putting on a cologne. Alright, so thank you for joining me for this little mini video series. I know this is vastly different than the purpose of my shaving channel, using a cartridge razor and the shave gel. But something that, for kind of the academic honesty, so I'm going to be blinking because of this menthol. For the honesty and integrity of this channel, I thought that I needed to do this video after my experience with the cartridge razor. So thank you for sticking with me, your patience. Thank you for not hanging me out to dry. I know some of you guys are offended out there, and I get it. That's not the purpose of my channel, so why would you tune in to watch me shave with these products? This is the last video you'll see any of this gear in ever, I promise you that. Getting right back in it. I have tons of soaps over here that I'm really excited to use and really excited to get back into reviewing some products and putting out real wet shaving videos. So stay tuned, those will be coming soon. As always, thanks for watching.